Welcome back to This or That. I am Jat. That's not Kobe.
No.
Kobe is in Singapore for the week.
Yeah.
This is Phreak.
Yes. Not only did we ruin the cast, we ruined the rhyme scheme. It's supposed to be with Phreak
Yeah.
and Jat.
Yeah, but then I'm saying frickin' Jat. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work, and
Yeah,
also it's one fewer syllable.
Enunciating is a skill.
We have 7 slides today, which is more slides than Phreak has letters in his name.
That's
by
true.
1.
Yep.
That's all I got. This guy doesn't really give me much inspiration to work with.
No.
Slide number 1
I'm bland.
on This or That with Phreak and Jat.
Ooh.
Bigger TSM problem, communication or passive playstyle?
That by far. I don't think their comms are that bad. I mean, that said, I'm not really certain.
I mean, aren't they kind of linked too? Like, if you're not communicating, you're gonna have a passive playstyle. But I guess you could also not communicate and have an overly aggressive playstyle.
Yeah, but also I feel like if you don't have any shot calling, that's not really communication. Like, I feel like communication is like you have bad communication habits, not no one talks or no one calls.
True.
That feels different to me.
Right, but it's also a question of, is TSM in a position to not play passive, right? But it's really tricky right there. I'd say you look at TSM, you're gonna say they play too passive, but they've actually been a passive team for about a year and a half. We talked about this on the dive a little bit.
Yeah.
I would still say, though, that is probably their larger problem. I feel like those players are actually mostly strong.
Yeah, you're on my side.
That.
And I was first, which means I get a point. That's how that works.
Okay, sure. Slide number 2. We're gonna do this, actually. Bigger LCK surprise. T100, yes.
No, that.
I didn't even read the other one. Or Faker
It's
bench
that.
for NA
It's definitely that.
Faker being benched for period or Teemo winning 2 games.
I mean, that's just a 100% win rate.
I
This
don't
is safe
know,
to
actually. Faker's been benched before for Easy Hoon.
Okay, yeah, but for NA Jace? Actually, we've seen a lot of good NA exports, like CoreJJ won Worlds.
He has won Worlds before.
They're taking the Samsung motto of take your NA exports, they will win Worlds for you.
Yeah, both these things are actually extremely crazy.
That's true.
The Teemo bot lane, I think, is for other lanes that can't sustain that much, and the fact that people are more open to having magic damage back there because they're used to putting physical damage elsewhere, so the strong laning phase can be capitalized on. And Faker being benched for Pyrian, you can say NA Jace, but Pyrian, a Korean mid laner who was an import, has always had a high solo queue rating, and they put him in because he has less presence on the team, and they wanted to see how other people come together. I'm actually gonna say
I'm
that.
actually gonna switch to this, just because you've, yeah, because you talked about it before. Faker's been benched for people like Easy Hoon, and not that surprising. SPT willing to change things around because they're not winning very much.
High one with Teemo years ago.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
But beating NA players, beating Korean players is harder.
We're both a bunch of flip-floppers. Slide
Yes, we
number
are.
3 on This or That. We're no longer playing the speed game. Who will win? Team Liquid or 100 Thieves? First game up on Saturday at 2 p.m. One of these teams is going to be in first place. Why 100 Thieves?
We talked about it on the dive. I think they're a better team. I think Team Liquid are imploding a little bit. We've seen the Twitter bans and the stream bans from Deadlifts and Ole. Yes, teams can be good despite having interpersonal issues, but I still feel like 100 Thieves showed they could win with funnel gone, and so I have a lot of stock in them.
And specifically, 100 Thieves shows you can win without having a great early game because they're good in the late game. I'm going to say Team Liquid because even though these teams have gone on small journeys, like Team Liquid's had all the interpersonal issues kind of come public, and 100 Thieves has traded away Meteos, they played in the finals, and Team Liquid won all 3 of them. So I think they are the favorites for that reason. They also won the first time they've won the split. They have a very good historical record against 100 Thieves. So I got to favor them.
Still going
Come to my side. Okay, fine. You can be stubborn.
I'm not giving you
Slide number
points.
4. This, I was right. We'll see.
Okay.
Should NA import more from emerging regions like the VCS or the OPL, or no, they should just keep importing from Korea and Europe?
Yes, I think we should import from Europe and Korea, mostly from Europe. If we take all their good players, then we can win.
But should you import more from the emerging regions? Because technically there can still be very good players there, but there's going to be less competition to sign them.
I think if they're good enough, like, I think Vietnam actually has a lot of players, and I think people like Levi are great, but like, I mean, NA still has a decent-sized player base, and there's not that many Oceanic players. I think the level of skill in Oceania not all that high. I mean, we watch like Direwolves go to Worlds, and they flame out in play-ins and whatnot. So there's, like, you have to get players that are good enough. Now, I do like that like OPL players are all English fluent. That's really useful, but so are most European players. So I think you will generally have better players ready out of the box coming out of Europe, and then with a bit of work out of Korea.
Yeah, this is a hard one for me because I think we should import less from the VCS and the LCK and more from places like the OPL and the EU LCS, because I think the language barrier is so important.
For sure.
But because I feel like the player base and the competitive structure is more similar in Europe, you should continue to try to import from Europe if you think it can make your region starter. So therefore, I go with
Yeah,
that.
you're on my side, 2-0.
Although,
I'm winning this or that.
more from emerging regions means yes, I'm going to go this because you can imply, you can get another one. I gave the full picture.
Wait,
We're still going to import
Should
more
they
Europeans.
import more? But if there's no players
Yes,
ready.
they should. But I
Okay.
think there's probably more than one.
All right.
Lost is good.
Choose Europe
He
next.
wasn't the best player in OPL history, and he's
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
mean, you're right. Okay.
So there's probably another guy
Okay.
out there.
All right.
And then we killed the OPL, which is a
Great.
result.
One
This
less
is
reason to beat us at World.
Who carries their team harder, Licorice or Someday? I think it's Someday, and it's not close.
I agree with you. It's Someday and it's not close. This guy is still my MVP candidate. Licorice is very good, and that's awesome. But Licorice still has a negative win rate in the NA LCS while carrying. Someday in first place will carry. It's
You
not
can
even
carry
close.
as much as you want, but if you trip before you reach the summit, it doesn't count.
Yeah. We're on that.
All right, cool.
2-1.
Someday. Licorice is really good, but it's
Licorice is really good.
purpose of the
Someday's
question.
winning more.
Next slide. I've lost count. Do you remember? You're good
Nope.
at math.
5-ish?
Okay, who is better? NA veterans or NA newcomers? Who is
Ooh.
performing better, not who is better? And I'm just going to say the specific players on the screen. So we got Bjergsen, Doublelift, Afromoon, Darshan,
Yeah.
Zazel,
50-50.
Demonte, and JJ.
Oh, as far as the specific ones, then these guys I think are better. Like, I think Double's playing super well. I think Afro's playing super well. Darshan, Bjergsen is actually fine, but not winning a bunch. But I think Zazel's been doing really well, Demonte's been doing really well, and JJ's literally 6-2.
Well, hold on. Even in this split, let's just take a position. So, well, I guess it's two supports. You can't really do that. I was going to try and make a team.
I mean, they have more
but
of
I'm
a team
We're going
comp.
to make Afromoon, Doublelift, Bjergsen, and Darshan.
Yeah.
Even with their current performance, they're still one of the best teams in the league.
They are very good players, but their performances are only so good, right? Like Darshan and Bjergsen are performing to a 6th place level.
Okay.
Monte's performing at a 3rd place
That
level.
dude's in 6th?
I mean, okay, you're right, but he was out for part of it and then
This
came
dude's
back.
in
whatever.
first.
Yeah. No, you know what? I still go with these guys. As performances of individual players, I still go that.
They are more above expectation than these guys are because a lot of these guys are under
That's also true, but even just like if all you knew of their career at all was this split, you'd call these guys better players.
Woo, no way.
If you never saw any other games, I think these guys are literally playing better League of Legends in summer 2018.
Afro was
Okay,
first
like,
place.
Those guys are great. It's the other two bringing them down.
All right,
It's the other two bringing them down.
Sure.
It's them bringing them down.
All right.
All right.
Twitter
we
and
disagree.
YouTube are going to tell us who's
we
right on this
disagree.
one. I can't convince this person. Next slide.
Same.
On this or that. More important rule. Last slide. Don't chase Singed or don't gank Heimer.
Ooh, the 3-for-0 in the 2v3. That was a big one. Golden Gardens versus, I think it was actually Liquid.
Heimer eyes.
Dude,
That's like
great.
Mars Attack
That is
level
straight up
Heimer
Mars
thing.
Attack's eyes.
Is that even Heimer, or do they just take something from Mars Attack?
I think it's a shot of
Yeah,
his model
okay,
or his
we'll
flash
see.
art. Either way, more important rule. I'm gonna go with that because it's actually happening a lot more now.
Right.
I think like people kind of understand the Singe rule anyway. Like this is like you need to enforce that.
Yeah.
You need to enforce. No, guys, really, it's nuts. Be smart. He has stopwatch. Chill.
Yeah.
I think like Singe was not in as many games. It's not as important to interact with.
Don't gank Heimer into 3 Heimer turrets. There's like
Okay.
a subset of rules, whereas Singed in general is harder to chase. So I'm still gonna say don't chase Singed, although that is a very strong competitor.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
I think just in order to not give you another point, I'll go that. My made-up fake scoring system, like it's who's landed anyway. But I'm gonna still keep on this one.
All right.
On that one.
Yeah,
Because I think it's newer, it's more important, and we just saw it.
And it's on your side.
And it's on my side.
not what I said.
I
So
picked this once in a while.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
I'm
it's
going,
true.
I'm going that.
That'll do it for this or that with Phreak.
And Jack.
Colby's gonna be back next week, I think, which is gonna be great as long as he's not sick. Otherwise, it'll be another episode with Phreak, maybe. Let us know what you think. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of the usual ways. And we'll see what happens next time. See you then.